All right, what's going on, guys? Here we are. We are in Flagstaff, Arizona now, and we've got obviously the Omni behind us here, which is great. And then we've managed to find a foods place. They must be out of business, so we are the only people in their lot now, which is nice. And then I don't know how well you can see it behind me, but there's the Dog Haus. The Dog Haus for the hot dogs is a pun from the people from the Deutschland. And, you know, that's a good German accent, by the way. All my German viewers can agree. So nonetheless, so this apparently is owned by the people that own the Lancer Shelby. I'm not seeing it right now. I think the guy is at an appointment, but nonetheless, when he gets here, let's face it, I am not in a position to bargain for much of anything. I'm gonna be like, yes, I would like an automobile. Will it run and leave the parking lot? That's the car for me. So I don't really know what to say other than that, but nonetheless, it's affordably priced, and hopefully something that I will be owning shortly, and hopefully it will be equally as reliable as the Redbox here, because the old Redbox has gotten us a long way, and I can't knock it. It's just a computer, guys. That could happen to anybody. You know, computers on even new cars, from what I understand, go out. From the people I've talked to that own cars made in this century, this millennium. I'm not a part of that automotively, so whatever. But nonetheless, I'm going to sign off for now and hope to have some more good news, because after all, what could go wrong? Here we go.
It took no time before we met Gary and Donna, who happened to own the Dog Haus. I knew things were headed in the right direction when Donna informed us that the Lancer was her car and that it was a package and not an actual Shelby vehicle from his plant in California. As a matter of fact, it was only for sale because her hip had been bothering her a bit and the clutch was literally getting to be a pain. Gary had meticulously saved every piece of documentation which came with the car, to include the brochure from the hotel they stayed in when they bought it from the dealer. Needless to say, buying this rust-free car from someone who's so particular is one of the best decisions I've ever made.
All right, guys, we're here at the Dog Haus in Flagstaff, Arizona. Just got done. You can see Gary over my shoulder there, taking an order, I believe. He owns the Dog Haus here. Him and his wife, Donna, just the nicest people you could ever want to meet. And this, actually, we stopped in Winslow, Arizona, where the Redbox broke down. This is the place where the story of the song "Take It Easy" starts. They were here, and this is where it happened, and then they changed the name of the song to Winslow, Arizona. So absolutely incredible. Gary is an almanac for aviation history, other just really interesting stories, really super great guy. Joy, I don't know if you can see, there she is. She's back over there over the other shoulder, and she is getting our next tow sorted out. So we got dinner on Gary coming at us here. If you ever get to Flagstaff, Arizona, if you do nothing else, guys, you got to get by the Dog Haus. Absolutely incredible place. And if you're like me and you're just all about the whole Winslow, Arizona thing from the song, then you got to check this out. This is where it started. All right. So hey, as I always say, man, what could go wrong? Lancer Shelby in the foreground. Dodge Omni, the Redbox, in the old background there. We're on our second tow truck of the day. We've already gone 57.5 miles in the Redbox under phantom power with the tow truck. And now here we go with the Redbox being towed here another time.
Off to a new phase in our adventure, things were quite different than the previous 1,000+ miles. Sure, we still didn't have a functional radio, but the AC was ice cold. The ride was a bit softer and the car very quiet. As we chased down the Redbox, the cruise control kept a steady speed. There were 208 Lancer Shelbys produced in 1989. Total production was actually less than that of the Shelby Lancers by a fair amount. For the uninitiated, the Turbo 2 Lancer Shelby cars came equipped with a turbocharged, intercooled, 135 cubic inch engine pumping with 4 cylinders of fury to produce about 175 horsepower. It doesn't sound like much, but in its day the car's performance was on par with that of the BMW 5 Series. I'll go so far as to stoke the comments section by calling it the Hellcat of the 80s.
We might be chasing the Redbox, but you know what? Sometimes, guys, you got to stop and look around. because this is a pretty amazing scenic view here. So here we are, scenic viewing, take a couple photos, get a couple stills. See if this camera does a panoramic. It probably doesn't, but I don't care. So I'm gonna do a little panoramic with my eyes, and then I assure you we will hunt down the Redbox. Getting ready to go down a pretty serious downgrade, probably going down there. So hey guys, what could go wrong?